Um, so hopefully I'm centered in frame, but this podcast is one that has to start off a little somber, but from like a real place. So unfortunately, I do have to get a little serious. Um, yeah, I had an interesting weekend. So I'm filming this on Tuesday, cause um yeah. So for the past couple weeks, I explained previously that I got like stomach issues, and past couple weeks has been like a real shit couple weeks with my stomach. I don't know if I was in denial of it or if I was just avoiding it, and you know, I've always, I talk about using this podcast as therapy, so bear with me, cause this is gonna be some real shit. Not really that real, but um, yeah, I think for the past like 2 years, I've dealt with like extreme anxiety and depression, like in waves, and it all stems from how my stomach feels and how I'm taking care of it. And over the past weekend, I kind of wasn't doing that, and like with my condition, I got to like eat very concisely, and I can't just be out here doing crazy shit. And I don't like taking the medicine because they say the medicine can kill you in the long term, and it can like cause like heart failure and shit. And I've grown up with anxiety my whole life, and yeah, this weekend I think I'm just at a phase of burnout, and I had a panic attack on Father's Day, and it was crazy. So I was in the gym, I was having a good little workout, quick little sesh, running, jump, doing fucking exercises, and I'm on the treadmill. I did a 10-minute walk on the treadmill. That's my warm up. I do my little workout, and then I get back on the treadmill and I run for 30 minutes. And I'm doing this thing where I'm trying to like run 30 minutes nonstop, but I'm in like the lead up phase to that. So I do this week I was doing 2 minutes walking, 3 minutes running, and I finished the first two. And for the past week or so, I kind of felt like my heart was kind of like it kind of felt like it was fluttering a little bit, as if it was harder for me to kind of bring my heart rate down when I'm working out, which wasn't really a concern early on. And I woke up with a little reflux, and my voice is a little raw right now, as you can barely tell. But yeah, on while I was on the treadmill, I got about 7 minutes in, and panic ensued, and I just felt like I couldn't breathe, and my hands went numb, and I couldn't catch my breath. And there was two other dudes in the fucking gym, and there's this one African dude who sexually harasses women the whole time he's in there, and he just gave me this look, and I wanted to beat his ass so fucking bad. And he was wearing Hey Dudes. I was like African Hey Dudes, cheap Adidas shirt on, and a fake Nike hat. I was really finna spaz on blood. But that was just because of how I was feeling at the moment. But I was panicking, and I just ran back to the apartment, and I told my brother he needs to take me to the hospital. And yeah, so that's what we did. We went to the urgent care first, and it was really bad. Like on my way to the urgent care, which was only like 6 minutes away, I couldn't see. My vision went blurred. I couldn't feel my hands or my legs. It was very pins and needly and shortness of breath, which is kind of common with my condition if I don't take care of it. So I wasn't really like too concerned with that, but my heart rate was like 120 to like 130 consistently for about 25 30 minutes. Um and yeah, once they read our symptoms, I didn't even get out of the fucking like checkout, or not checkout, but the lobby area. They were just like, yeah, like all we're going to tell you with your like symptoms is to go to the hospital. So go. And I think at that moment, that's when the panic kind of even went like up a level, cuz I think I registered, oh, I'm dying at that point. And shout out to my brother. Like I don't show him enough respect in life cuz he's a bitch, but I love him dearly because I was annoying as fuck. And I've only had one like panic attack like this ever before, and it was when I took a bunch of CBD gummies, and this was like the month before I found out my stomach was fucked up. So seeing that it happened again the way that it did, it kind of shows, yeah, my stomach was the culprit the whole time. But yeah, I was spazzing out, and I was just having a real shit time. And yeah, my brother really walked me through it, and just he helped, and we went to the hospital, and It took forever in a day. I was throwing up. I was dry heaving. I was just fucking. It was bad, man. It was really bad. And I don't. I think prior to this, I've dealt with anxiety my whole life. I'm a big chewer. But I do think a lot of my coping came with food. Um, and it probably is the reason why I think I was, so chubby and obese as I am now. Really, just because I think food is my coping mechanism. So yeah, I was there for about 6, 7 hours. Hospital was shit. There was this lady right when we walked in. So I'll just say this, like, shout out to the people up at the hospital. They were very nice, very courteous, they listened, and I was a little frantic, but whenever I got around people who were like, trying to help, I was very calm, very concise, and they just a lot of people when they see people freaking out or like when they see people going through like something mental, I think they kind of just write them off. And the fact that they were just kind of there, sitting with me, listening to me, taking all my symptoms down. I'm such a fucking I wanted to be a doctor so fucking bad at one point. So I'm like very concise. I'm telling them the dosages of the things that I take. I'm telling them at what time I took them. I'm telling them how far apart I took them, and maybe that's the reason why they didn't hit me with like any like a just here's a quaalude, get on your day. Because I think they kind of saw I was cognizant of what's going on, but I wasn't able to stop it. So yeah, I felt helpless. I felt like I was just ruining everything, and I'm a chronic overthinker just by nature because I just enjoy control a little too much, and yeah, so it was a very very complicated day, and we're about 2 days removed from it, and I'm still kind of still a little shaken up, um but yeah, man, it was really scary. I had a podcast I wanted to do with some friends, and we set it all up, but yeah, I was going through it all, and they prescribed me Xanax. They gave me like 5 Xanax, but I did like 0.25 milligrams because I was like, I don't want to. I think that's where I struggle now is that I don't want to take these medicines to like cure or not cure, but just to like pacify me. So like the thought of taking like an antidepressant, an anti-anxiety medication, just never. It's just not something I'm gonna do, and it's gonna make this 10 times harder, and it's gonna make this a million times worse. In the sense of trying to gather the necessary knowledge and the correct diet plan and the correct everything. Um, but yeah, I'm just thankful for everybody that was there for me because it's a lot. And on Father's Days, well, I mean, you know what? Honestly, because it's on Father's Day, who really give a fuck? Don't really care about my dad. Nah, I'm joking. Um, do I even have one? you know. But yeah, so thank you for just letting me be vulnerable real quick, cause this might deter people from watching the rest of the episode, but it's cool. Yeah, this is hard. I know just from firsthand experience how hard it could be. So if you or anybody is going through this, man, just kind of be there for you know them. Try to at least, cause it's hard. Cause even in those moments of my little dips and dabs of rationale, I didn't even want my brother there at the moment. I was so anti him being there because I just felt like I was burdening him, and he kind of stuck through it, and I'm eternally grateful for him. It's I have this like thought that kind of perplexes me a lot is my mom. Well, before this weekend, my mom used to calm me down pretty easily, and she was able to like center me, and she felt like something that grounded me. And I've always had the thought of what happens when my mom, passes on, and I need that safety. Where do I turn to? And it was comforting to know that my brother gave me that same sense of comfort that my mom gave me. Just as an overthinker, just as a hypochondriac, just as a anxious person, as a all of these and above. It's just a lot. So I'm forever grateful for him. Forever grateful for my family. I will say though, so I've been staying at my parents' house the past 2 days just because one, my brother went out of town, and I still was just in the headspace, like not really that great. And These niggas keep treating me like I'm a fucking Riri, bro. That shit is so fucking annoying. My sister hugged me today randomly. I'm grabbing, putting on my chain. My sister hugs me. I'm like, all right, bro. I was like, you don't have to do this shit. Like, I'm cool. It was a bad day. I'm taking the necessary steps for myself to get through this. I don't need pity. One thing I don't want is fucking pity. And it's not. And I'm not telling people, hey, don't care for me. That's not what I'm really trying to say. I'm so receptive and accepting of the love. It feels great. It helps justify reasonings that I don't really want to put out publicly, but just things that just help me kind of just go through these mental lapses. But it's just so fucking annoying when I think people just direct such backhanded attention because it comes from a genuine place, but it's just so it just feels so crass and like cheap, and it feels like, oh, now you care because I showed you this thing was a problem. What happened to the years where I told you I had this thing? My mom's still been fucking annoying through it, but that's just my mom, and you know, the person who really got shook up from all of it was my dad, which was interesting to see because I don't think I've seen this side of him ever. But he is definitely just becoming more sensible as he gets older, and it's cool because I shit on my dad, or I might just like make little jokes. But my dad, honestly, I think me and him have grown very. Sorry, I keep sniffing. My fucking ear keeps popping. But I think me and my dad have grown like really close, and it's kind of cool because that nigga might die soon. So it's real nice to just be in an area where I feel cool. And now my mom kind of lost her place. It's like that thing that comforts me. But having to see my sister and look her in the face after Sunday was so hard because I want to be so strong for her because I want her to know that everything is defeatable and everything can be conquered, and you can conquer the hardest thing ever, which is your mind. You just have to be willing to go through the darkest of days. And yeah, I'm going through the darkest of days, and I'm trying to do it, independently, as much as I can. But for everybody struggling out there, just know like this podcast is for you. And you know what? It probably was the Harriet Tubman joke last time. So Harriet, I'm sorry for saying you was getting a train ran on you. That's very disrespectful. I get it. Like, you freed us, us niggas. But yeah, my ear won't stop fucking popping. They gave me a Xanax. I won't even lie to you. I sold 3 Xanaxes in my life back when I was in college. I was trying to be a drug dealer really bad. Wasn't even good at it. The first time I ever sold drugs, I stole some of my brother's weed. Actually, I don't think I stole it. I told him I wanted some, so he gave me some. And I just incriminated that nigga. But it's over 7 years, so I don't care. And yeah, I sold some mid, and then I tried to sell some more mid, and I was known as the mid guy, but to the white kids, I was popping. And I made some really good money, but not enough to like start a business. So, but yeah, I sold Xans like 3 times. Some dude just had some pills, and I was just like, nah, I'm joking. I didn't do that. This is all allegory. But yeah, they gave me that Xan, and that shit didn't do shit. I was still fucking panicking, but I got some good sleep. It was cool. But I felt like a zombie. I felt like a zombie yesterday too. Just and I think with like when my chest starts to flare up because of the reflux, I get very anxious, but it turns into a depression because I think the feeling lingers for so long, and if I'm not taking the pill regularly, it just kind of sits there and it sits on my chest a little bit. So it makes me feel depressed. I don't think I'm actually depressed. I've always been anxious, and I think anxiety can, lead to depression if you're not very cognizant of what's making you anxious and if you're not actively combating your anxiety. But I think truthfully, I don't feel depression in the sense of I no longer want to be in this space anymore. But I do find it that when my stomach is so fucked up, when my anxiety is on 11, it just simply transitions to, a very dark and repressive state. Like, I didn't want to do this anymore. I was just like, fuck the podcast over the weekend because it was just so much. And I know the things that are triggering me right now. It's my fucking job. It's the stress of trying to do stuff. And it's a lot of things. But I'm just thankful for, again, just thankful for the people. Thankful for you guys, everybody that watches, everybody that sends me good praises, because, yeah, it's hard. And it's bad that I hit this wall, but it's cool because I think I'm gonna be straight, and I know I'm gonna be straight. I know that this is the last time I let myself get to this space, and from here on out, man, just gonna be combating the anxiety, the anxiousness, and the yeah, just I don't know, man. Just you know, my bad, Harriet. Uh, my bad, all the women I mentioned previously. Marlon, if you watching, hit me up. Miss you. Uh, if any of the other hoes watching, miss you. Type shit. But yeah. So I thought this would have been a perfect time to just go over like a Q and A. I asked people to ask me some questions, and I'm gonna answer them. Um, So yeah, okay. I'm gonna start off with one of the ones that this nigga just put fashion. I don't know what the fuck that means. So shout out to you, but what do I say about fashion? Um, I think I'm the best dressed person that's ever existed in my family, and I take much pride of that because I got an aunt who got 3 kids, and they are all girls. One's a stud. I've talked about her previously, so she dressed like a little b boy, but nah, they all can't dress, but they're all like you know, designered out, and it's a little gross because it's like y'all niggas still live in Detroit, so like why you doing all that? But no, I'm joking. It is gross though, because it's like ugly patterns and those monogram prints and all over print and all over logo print. It's just ugly as shit. So I think my view on fashion, I'm really trying to find myself currently. I'm trying to be more of an Asian guy, like a Japanese tourist, not a tourist, but a Japanese millennial. I feel like they're the hardest dressed people from top to bottom, youngins to. I love when I see them little Asian kids with like the parachute linen pants. I fucking with like a little t-shirt on. They might get accessorized with like a jacket or maybe a hat. I fucking love that shit. So I slowly as I like go through life, I think I'm trying to find the group of people that I relate to the most, and for some reason it's like Japanese. Yeah, it's just really just the Japanese people, and I love Cantonese fashion. I think that's really slept on. Uh, for those who don't know, Cantonese is just like Hong Kong. So Hong Kong streetwear is crazy. I don't know if they're gonna be a country anymore because China taking them niggas back, but or like a sovereign state. I don't know what the fuck they are. But yeah, I've low key been obsessed with Asian people for a minute. So when it comes to fashion inspirations, definitely Asian people. Definitely like I think it's called Gorpcore now, but like just hiking clothes and like not the baggy trousers. I'm really not on the like baggy pants and baggy cargos. Not really the way for me, but I do fuck with a lot of stuff from like that Gorpcore, Arcteryx to Marmot to fuck, I don't even know, ACW. Like there's a bunch of brands that I could kind of throw into like that like tech wear, just a bunch of stuff that I really fuck with. I don't like me and the bro was really on Solomon's and he got a plug at Solomon's, but it's just so shitty that Solomon's are just kind of getting washed right now. But the Margiela Solomon collab that's coming out, I think spring summer this year, crazy. I don't really fuck with Margellas. I do want some Gats, but they low key got some Gats coming out from Marc Jacobs that look pretty nice. And then there's also this other brand, local, not local, but like a smaller brand, really dope. I forgot the name. I'm gonna get a couple pairs because they look really dope, and they're like 140, and they're like Gats slash Sambas. So I rock a Samba pretty much every day. So yeah, I don't know. That's my view on fashion. I don't like niggas in dresses. I think it's tacky, and I don't think it ever works because niggas is just trying to copy Young Thug. Jaden Smith looks stupid in that fucking leather jacket and that dress. Uh, I'm not homophobic when I say that. I really just mean it like genuinely. I just don't feel like. I think when I look at unless you a very effeminate man presenting wise, I don't want to see you in a dress like that. It should not really fashion. Uh, But yeah, also, and the nigga who asked that question or who just prompted the topic, Mike, Mike do Mike. I love your photo shoots; they're really dope. I would say you're a very fashionable person, so I hope none of the things I said were like in contrast to your view on fashion. I do fuck with you, and I look forward to seeing more photo shoots, man. Cause that shit's fire. That shit fire. I like the last one you did, the one where you was sitting in the like the diner and with the golds and the golds they look great. I don't know, gold teeth on black people and Asian people. There's like this one photo set of like these old women in some Asian country, maybe China, maybe like Vietnam, one of those, where they wear like it was like a collection of like them wearing golds because gold teeth. Other words it's symbolic of other things. For us, and somebody like Mike wearing the like just like a full set, and my nigga Brandon, shout out Lil BB, shout out Brandon King. Um, when I see just people with this, I love the juxtaposition we can give with like these stereotypical images. Maybe I do like fashion a little more than I'm giving on, but yeah, I like the things that we could do with like these stereotypical like fashion tropes that I think are very almost used derogatory and like I can't talk. It's the Zan. I'm still out there Zan. Percocet. No, I'm joking. I almost got a code. What they call that? Like a 1013. The lady was like, "Hey, you need to chill out with what you saying," cause I like, "Hey, can you just give me like a little Percocet?" And I said, it was when she was after she was done taking my blood. Cute little John too. Pretty cute little girl. Little white girl. Little white lady. But I was like, nah, it's cool. I use humor to like diffuse the situation for me. But don't worry. I won't say nothing crazy. I'm only racist to black people, and my brother just lost it. That was a good joke. Anyway, I really like how we can take these like images that I think are just using such a like when they're portrayed through the media, through I don't know, the socials, and just how we socially portray these things. We just associate them with these very like negative and I think we all know what the portrayal I'm really trying to like pinpoint, but just this thuggish image that it's just not true. I think I don't like how we've turned jewelry, and I don't like, and I say we, I don't even mean we. I just don't like how white Americans and a lot of the other American ethnic groups that kind of exist within the zeitgeist of America, how they've just turned a lot of things that are like so quintessential to just black environments, and they've made it to such a like I don't know. Just I hate the negative connotations that are put on black accessories. Black like I hate do rag niggas. Stop wearing a do rag in public. You don't need to wear no fucking do rag. What's the point of getting a fucking haircut, getting all these ways, and you wear a do rag everywhere you go? That shit tacky to me. I seen a do rag at the club the other day, and I was just like, "What the fuck are you doing, nigga? Like, put your hair outside." This was the whole reason why you got a do rag on. So I do not fuck with that. That looks tacky as shit. But like when I see a full set, when I see niggas with some golds, when I see niggas with nice jewelry, whether it be a bust down, whether it just be like a nice little small Jesus piece, or they got chains blocked on, heavy bracelets. I love it. I love it because back when Mansa Musa was around, back when I think a lot of African people were of a prestige that today isn't depicted well. I saw beauty in the fact that we layered jewelry because at one point jewelry was, the definition of just it was the peacocking of the, 12th and 13th century where, you showing off how fly you is, you getting off your shit, and I don't like how they try to front on us. So Mike, I love that you wear them golds. B, I love that you wear them golds cuz well, you got silvers or platinums. I love that shit. I love that shit. And y'all are very intellectual people, so having that kind of juxtaposition or just that dichotomy to you is just something so beautiful. And Mike, your last photo shoot really displayed that shit. That shit was tight. Anyway, let me get on. Stop being sappy and shit. Fuck y'all. Another nigga asked what my favorite food is. Nigga, I can't eat no more. So fuck you. Actually, that just made me sad. Panic attack. Yeah, I'm gonna make a lot of jokes hereforth, henceforth, right? Yeah, I think that's how you say it. A good steak or a good piece of fish. This one nigga asked a couple questions that was crazy. So I'm gonna just start with that one. A good steak or a good piece of fish. Fuck fish, and I really don't like steak, so chicken. When is an appropriate time to stop kissing homies? Good night. Never. Castrate pedos. If so, chemical or chop chop. Chop chop seems easier and it hurt more. Should midgets have rights? I feel like that was a shot at me. You a dirty bitch. Uh, so yeah, nah, probably not though, cause them niggas is crazy. Um, what is your view on comedy industry? Do you feel like they're actually funny? I think I'm the funniest person alive. So when I see niggas do funny shit, it don't really fuck with me. I don't fuck with it. It's boring. What's a memory that stuck with you while you were growing up? My dad beat me once because I chewed on the upholstery of his Mercedes Benz, and I put a little hole in it because I used to be so nervous, or just like in general, I was just a chewer, and he beat the shit out of me in front of Nick Polino. Shout out Nick Polino, that big old white boy. my brother, and I think my brother had another friend over, and it was picture day at football, and I lost a tooth, and then we went to Dairy Queen, and I was trying to be happy, but my dad was still mad at me. So that was like the one memory I've always thought of, because it was the Burger, or not the Burger King, it was the Dairy Queen, I think off Fence Road in downtown Decula, and he beat the shit out of me in that fucking garage. With the garage door open too. That nigga didn't even like give me no chance. Like he just beat the shit out of me. I'm crying. I'm wailing. So yeah, shout out to my father. That's why I had that panic attack on Father's Day, Daddy. Oh, I call that nigga Daddy. That's crazy. Let me see what else. Uh, what's your favorite? Who's your favorite artist? Frank Ocean. Ryan Beatty. I love gay niggas because they just make the best music. Gay people in general, I think they make the best music. Can't dress for shit, but they make the best music. And I stand on that. Gay people, y'all. Let me go back to the fashion thing. Gay people, I don't like how we gave gay people like this whole gay men. I won't even say gay people because like gay women, I don't really like peep a lot of their fashion trends because I think there's so many subsets of you know female presenting gay people that I'm not even too privy. Cause there's like those EDC, is that the fucking EDM thing? They got like thumb hoes, like where they just do LSD all the time. They be dressing in weird little leather straps and fishnets. That shit look crazy. And then they be wearing that on like a Wednesday to like a dive bar. I'm like, all right, bro, pipe. Um, pipe mean pipe down, not like my bad. Pause. Cause they gay. Pause. They like girls. I like girls. That's gay. Pause. Um, and then you got like the weird. I don't mean weird in a I do mean weird in a negative way, but like those like I'm gonna let everybody know I'm gay, so they wear like those gay slogan T-shirts, like the women's. That should be pissing me off because it's like you ain't got no sweat. You just want niggas to hate you. Like, all right, that might be crazy what I just said, but I mean that shit. Like, learn how to dress. If you gay, learn how to dress. Take the straights don't know how to dress either. I'm not even gonna say that. I don't think most people can dress. I think only a few people can dress. But yeah, I don't like how we gave gay niggas the pass as like the most fashionable group. And I had a gay homie who I went to high school with who really couldn't dress, and people was like he's so fashionable, he can dress, and actually used to aggravate me because I was like I wasn't even putting shit on. I'm not gonna lie, I was wearing like Nike. I play football. I wasn't doing no bullshit. Like I was wearing PacSun t-shirts, but when that nigga used to walk around, I don't know. It that nigga outfit stunk. That's crazy. I'm probably gonna get canceled. As a fellow Stan, I need your take on members of Brockhampton. Brockhampton sucks. Um, I was really sad how they went out. When they dropped Amir, that was crazy. At first I was like, "Fuck them," and then like the story came out, and I was like, man, they might have been right. So I don't know. Not really too fond of their music since I do like Kevin a lot, but he's kind of trash at the same time. That last album was so garbage. I hate when people give people credit because they did something different. Cause like that little Yachty album was ass. He had like two good songs. Um, Wizard by Kid Cudi was trash, but then Speed and Bullet to Heaven was crazy. I do fuck with that. But anybody that like steps out of their lane and tries to do some like all some it sounds trash. And then that man, what's that man? Matt Champion, he was ass too. That shit was just I didn't like his album. Um, couple more. Um, who uh, I'm gonna read this question verbatim. Hey nigga, you's a bitch, but I did have one question I've never asked you. Why you the small one and the fat one in the family? You need to change that. Genetics suck. Um, fuck you first off. And yeah, I got the short end of the stick and the shortest, you know. Um, actually, I don't know. Miles' ex girlfriend. Let me know. Crazy. Okay, that was crazy. That was crazy. I've never seen my brother's genitalia. I have seen my father's, and I won't lie to you, man. Pretty impressive because he's a small man. He kind of wide though, but yeah. And not even on no gay shit. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like we used to have to take showers with my dad. If it was like church, we went to church like 3 times. So I might have took a shower with this nigga 3 times. And I don't know, I just got a little bit older, and we had a shower when I was like 5. Miles never took a shower with him. It was really me because I was just on some dumb shit all the time in the morning. And I remember this one time, like, I was taking a shower with him, and I don't know. It was like my consciousness just hit, cause that nigga turned around and he had a yeah. I'm not gonna say no more, but like yeah, I ain't got that. So shout out my dad. I got my mama's dick. I just heard that a couple weeks ago from somebody, but yeah, I dead do got my mama's dick. I dead fucking do. So that shit is not impressive. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now? Hopefully alive and well, and 6'2", 138 pounds, probably like 200 million in the bank, a pit bull. I'm gonna name him Pity. You know, I want like 12 kids. I want a bunch of kids. I want to adopt too, cause I want to make like racially confused people for the rest of my life. I want like a little white kid. I'm gonna name him like something real black, like Jaquarius, Demarcus. I feel like that's an easy one because he could just go by Mark once he gets into like his career field. But I want him to be saying the N word. I want him wearing do rags with the little eye slits. You know that little boy that was like in New York, like with the vibe. That little white boy. I want some shit like that. So I want that. I want a little chigga. I want me a little Asian. I get that man from Cambodia, so at least it's a brown skin one or Laos. I'd get a Laotian, little Laotian boy or girl. Nah, I don't. If I'm gonna adopt and I'm gonna turn him into a nigga, I want it to only be like little males, cause it's just funnier. Seeing them like them South Atlanta Koreans, they do too much, and I don't want none of that. But yeah, I just wanna ruin the race thing. I just wanna fuck some shit up, and then cause they gonna be full whatever they are. I'm gonna get like a white boy from Kentucky. I'm gonna adopt him out of there. I'm gonna get one from Cambodia. Then I'm gonna get like an Indian one from India. He gonna be so confused because he melanated like me, but then he gonna be like, why I got a mustache at 4? And I'm gonna get a little Mexican one. He also gonna have a mustache at 4. But that one gonna be kind of calm because just given my track record, I may have like a Mexican American woman. Hopefully, not one. I kind of want to go crazy, get like an Algerian or like a weird African, like a Ugandan, but they too tall actually, so that won't work. But yeah, I want a whole caravan of like children immigrated from other countries, but I turn them into just niggas, like straight niggas. So hopefully, when they do the background check years from now, they won't take that. So yeah, that's my 10-year goal. Just get an army of like racially confused niggas, and they'll be like 11, 12 at the time. Cause I kind of want to catch a few like later on in their life too, like a 7-year-old. He speak the language. He get over to America. Don't really say shit cause he don't know what's going on. Now my first thing I show him is like reruns of 106 in Park and oh shit episodes of Martin or you know just I make him watch the whole series of The Wire, but only the seasons where black people doing black stuff. And then throw in a little Sopranos just to trip him up. Maybe that, and he can only listen to like DMX, Ken Carson, and like Playboy Cartier, because I'm gonna create a little opium babies too. They gonna be all opium. I don't even fuck with that music, but they gonna be all opium. It's just gonna be crazy. Just a hodgepodge of people. What else? If you could move anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? Oh, the UK. Yeah, I want to be with me youths. Part of the Commonwealth. In it. I really want to live in like South London, right by the water. Uh, just in the ends. My peoples. Cause I don't know, I've been obsessed with the UK since a kid. Either they're Australia, but Australia don't like black people, so I be saying that, but fuck that place. But America kind of lit. I kind of like racism a little bit, so like I might move to like Mississippi for the fuck of it, get a shit ton of land. You know, fuck they head up because it's just a black kid again with these little Indian babies, these little Chinese, Cambodian babies, but they all got like ghetto ass names and they talk like this. I'm gonna have them niggas in Atlanta, like they gonna talk like this. They gonna be like, man, what you talking about? We don't got time for none of that shit. That really be my daddy for real, like dead ass. Like I don't play with none of that. Like that my daddy, that my blood, that my slime. Like twins, like I'm gonna have them like twin tweaking. Like what twin on? Cause I just wanna start a pot. Um, Why you so little, bitch? Yeah, that's another question that hurt. Ask your mama. I don't know. Okay, last one. Let's see. Oh no, I'll do a couple more. Favorite color, green. Shout out the last girl that. Ooh, no, I'm not gonna do that. Uh, big women, little women, or big little women. I don't know what that means, but I'll do big women for sure. Some shit that make it fall, some fall off the bone coochie. Is there a career you wanted to pursue as a child, but change your mind? What was it? Um, I think I wanted to be a teacher for a minute, and then I just didn't want to be broke. So that's really it. But still broke. Let's see. Couple more. Damn. So I got like 40 questions. So shout out to y'all. All right. Let's do a flash round. Favorite grandparent. Don't know why the fuck you would ask that. You're my cousin. I don't give a fuck about none of my grandparents, to be honest with you. My least favorite is my Grammy, my dad, mom. She a bitch. Not gonna cap. But she cool. I think she's just the most like me, and she hate me because I look like my granddaddy, and my granddaddy was out here cheating. So yeah, he used to be my favorite. Then I found out he was cheating. And it's just like I don't really want to fuck with you for real. If you could trade places with anybody and for 24 hours, who would it be? Um, Probably like a girl with a BBL. I just want to feel what it's like to like walk around with one. Or Kobe Bryant. Well, he's dead, so never mind. Some like famous white person, cause I just want to know what it feels like to be like real white. Cause I feel like all white people think they famous just off virtue of living in America. Damn, this is a long episode. Um, why your little sister taller than you? It's not even a fucking question, you piece of shit. And yeah, that's it. I don't. There's more questions, but fuck those people. It's been a really bad people podcast. Don't have panic attacks. They suck. Take your Percocets. We will get through this stronger, blacker than ever. My life's gonna be better. Your life's gonna be better. And here's my only word of wisdom. For so long I didn't want to get help for anything because I felt as if it was necessary for me to find these things within myself to overcome a lot of my triumphs and a lot of these downtimes. You know, I've hit a wall right now because I'm just so burnt out. My job sucks. The people I'm around just, are proven to be just bad people. I've done a lot of bad things recently, and in the past year I've kind of just ruined my life in so many ways because I've just taken no action into making myself the version of myself that I want to be through and throughout. And I hope when this hits the $1 million mark and we're doing millions of views an episode and I'm able to bring on these people that can uplift or do whatever. I just hope that you guys can understand that being broken is okay. Not having the answers is more than okay. But being willing to find the answers within yourself and not rely on things externally, I think truly is like the key to happiness and the key to success and the key to love and light. And when people introduce love into your life, take it, regardless of the situation, regardless of if they're not the perfect person. Having the smallest semblance of love and support is quite literally the thing that I think keeps us breathing. You know, I've yearned for love for so long, and I haven't found it. I haven't had the romantic love that I've wanted, and I've failed at keeping up my end of the bargain with women and friends and so many people. And yeah, I want to live through love and through light and through so much more because man, this shit gets hard and it's tough and you feel alone, but you're only alone because you're allowing yourself to be alone. And if you truly are alone and you have nobody to turn to, open your mouth to somebody because you never know what somebody's going through and they might be able to help you. And if you go to the hospital because you're having a panic attack, make sure you wear underwear because the whole time my dick was on shrimp and that shit was embarrassing because too much adrenaline was running through my body. This has been a Really Bad People podcast. I have a normal size penis. It was, yep, don't die. Bye. Really bad people, really bad